Today on the Mountain View, Boone jumped into their polar plunge, the coldest event we have here on campus.
And we have Dylan Brown from Busy Bees Delivery Service here for our Spotlight interview. All this and more here on the Mountain View.
Welcome to the Mountain View. I'm Katie Cronin.
And I'm Laura Strasbaugh.
Thank you for tuning in with us today on your update on App State and Boone News. Our first story today is on Craig Robinson, making his way up the mountain to App State March 2nd. The Office, Pineapple Express, and Hot Tub Time Machine star will be in our Holmes Convocation Center with a stellar comedic musical performance. Tickets are $12 in advance for students and $16 at the door. The show starts at 8 o'clock Sunday evening.
Earlier this week, 2 individuals were accused and arrested on charges of distributing and possessing a total of 593 grams of marijuana. The street value of what was found ranges from $4,000 to $6,000. The Watauga County and Boone Police Department conducted an undercover operation which marijuana was purchased within the store. The 2 defendants are currently held in Watauga County Jail on $10,000 bonds.
ASU jumped into the polar plunge yesterday for a frigid yet fun benefit. Our own Patrick Sadlewski was on the scene.
Taking the plunge is something App students look forward to every year. This event is called the Polar Plunge, and it's exactly what it sounds like, jumping into ice cold water. Let's take a look at this fundraised event. Last year, 200 participants joined in the Polar Plunge to raise $8,000 for the Watauga County Special Olympics athletes. Students are very enthusiastic about this event.
Yeah, I feel like the atmosphere here is great. There's a lot of people supporting a great cause, the Special Olympics, and I feel like it's something the community can really come around.
And they've been anticipating it for a while.
All I can say is that we've been preparing for this for several weeks. We're really excited. The atmosphere is great. We can't wait to jump into the duck pond for an awesome cause. We're very excited.
Duck Pond's water was 35 degrees Fahrenheit while the air outside was in the 50s.
The water stings you at first. It's really, really cold. And then once you get out and you start hooping and hollering, it's really not as bad. Like, I'm perfectly fine now. I'm not. I'm freezing. I hit the water and I couldn't breathe. I thought I was going to drown, but I'm so happy right now. We had the best time.
This is the 16th year the Polar Plunge has been held on campus, and over $90,000 have been raised.
We love Polar Plunge at App State!
After leaping into the icy depths of Duck Pond, students are eager to get home, get a hot shower, and dry off. For the Mountain View, I'm Patrick Sadlewski.
Sugar Mountain is cutting in a new slope for skiers and riders this year. Dropping off of the switchback slope, the new section will be 2,000 feet long and at an intermediate blue difficulty. The trail will feature a variety of changing terrain, challenging all skiers at every level and introducing the newest addition to Sugar Mountain Ski Resort. The slope is scheduled to open for the 2014 through 2015 winter season.
Next week is filled with a slew of on-campus events. Next Wednesday evening is bringing the Battle of the Bands to the Legends stage at 9 o'clock. If rock isn't your style, the Student Composer Recital will be in the Rosen Concert Hall beginning at 8. Also that night, the Spring Appalachian Dance Ensemble in Valberg Theater will be featured at 7:30 and will run through Saturday. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
With the whole marijuana story, you mentioned earlier that there was a survey run.
There was. The Department of Education, the National, actually ranked what universities have the most drug and alcohol violations. And in the nation, Appalachian ranked 11.
Wow. So yeah, that definitely related to that story. Temperatures are on the rise in Boone next week. This weekend is the time to go outside and finally enjoy some sunshine. Highs are in the upper 50s through Tuesday, and we'll see a slight decline come Wednesday.
Thank goodness for some good weather. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's crazy to go from like the snowpocalypse that Boone had last week to highs in the 50s this week, and it's incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you would expect nothing less from Boone. After the break, Garrett Mansfield brings us our sports wrap-up for the week.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Uneducated passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book can be the most common thing. Helps to change a life. Book people
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
I vow to make excuses when you humiliate me in public, to forsake my friends and family when you isolate me, and to value myself less when you belittle me. I vow to blame myself when you hit me, and to fear for my safety and the safety of our children, till death do us part.
Don't ignore domestic abuse. Speak now. The Family Justice Center is a place of safety.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Garrett Mansfield is here with the latest in sports. Welcome, Garrett.
Thank y'all for having me back. So we had a lot of stuff happen this week in sports, but we're only going to talk about one thing. The Winter Olympics are coming to a close this Sunday. So what have been your favorite moments and your biggest disappointments from this Winter Olympics?
I think for me, it was such a surprise that Shaun White, he didn't even place, was it?
No, he finished fourth in the half
right.
pipe. And I think the biggest thing with that is he didn't go to the X Games. He didn't compete in the slope style just so he could focus on the half pipe. So I know he's really disappointed, and he's a pioneer in the sport. So I'm sure he's looking forward to maybe coming back to the next Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Hopefully.
But what about for you, Katie?
I think we're all disappointed about Shaun White not medaling, but how about when we swept the podium, bronze, silver, and gold in slope style?
Yeah.
That was pretty incredible. That made up for it,
awesome.
right?
Oh yeah, I would say so. That's pretty awesome. So I think one of my biggest disappointments had to be the women's hockey team, though.
Yeah.
Not that they won silver, because a silver medal is nothing to feel too
Not in
bad
the
about.
Olympics,
No,
absolutely not.
But I just think the way they lost that game, being up 2 goals there going into the third period, and then losing it in overtime.
Close.
Such a heartbreaking loss there. But the men's hockey team going against Russia, that probably was my favorite moment from the Olympics. You look at that, and you can't help but think about the 1980 Miracle on Ice game, USSR versus USA. So big rivalry there. And then having that game go into a shootout, and then TJ Oshie winning that game in the 8th round of the shootout. So that blew my mind there. And then have y'all heard about the fastest mom on ice?
I haven't.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
It's Noelle Picus Price. And so she actually has stepped away from women's skeleton 3 times. Once she shattered her leg, 2 times she stepped away to have kids, and she's come back all 3 times, and she won a silver medal this year in the women's skeleton.
Wow.
So that's a great story there. And then you have Merrill Davis and Charlie White winning the first ever gold medal in ice dancing for the U.S., so that's another big thing too.
Yeah, definitely.
But the closing ceremonies are coming up on Sunday, and they're going to hand over the Olympic flame to the South Koreans as they'll be hosting the next Winter Olympics in 2018.
Yeah.
So, and actually Julie Chu from the women's hockey team is supposed to carry the Olympic flag for the United States into the stadium. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
So we got that to look forward to, and I'm a little down that the international sports are kind of coming to an end, but I'm not feeling too bad. World Cup's coming up this summer, so I am excited for that. Shifting gears a little bit there from winter to summer, but
that'll be good. Well, coming up next, Dylan Brown, Busy Bees Delivery Service, joins us for our guest spotlight.
Yes, ready.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
At what age is the color that your skin was meant to be no longer beautiful? Every year, millions of young women try to change the skin they were born with and say they die for darker skin. Sadly, some actually do. Melanoma is the second most common cancer in teens and young adults, and one person dies from melanoma every hour. Change your thinking, not your skin. Stop tanning. Learn more at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Hey there. Hi. I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, I just moved here. I'm new. Wanna hang out or something? 'Cause I have a feeling we're gonna be best friends.
Things can get pretty ugly when you're bored. In an after-school program, you can find something way better to do.
Hello, little prince. Mother, what we gonna do today?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the Mountain View. Today we have with us Dylan Brown, founder of Busy Bees Delivery Service. Welcome, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
Thank you for having me.
So how did you get started with Busy Bees Delivery Service?
Well, it sort of started off as a joke one night between a couple of friends. You know, if you're at a party and maybe you don't have condoms, which is what our business delivers, you can give us a call and we deliver condoms straight to you. And it just sort of evolved from that joke that night into over the next few days. We wrote out a contract and became sort of official among ourselves, and we just started delivering.
So what part of this whole constructing the business, like the creative side, or actually figuring out exactly how you're going to, I mean, how difficult is it to just, on a whim, just go deliver condoms?
Well, it's sort of like the beeper service that app has. You can give us a call. We have a Google Doc form that you can submit to us where you fill out, you know, your name, what dorm you're in, how many condoms you need, and what your phone number is, and we'll give you a call when we're about 2 minutes out and say, you know, we're about to be at your dorm. And then you come, let us in, and we deliver condoms.
Very smart to have a warning system.
Absolutely.
So if someone were to call your service, how would it go about? Like, how does the delivery system work? Is there a fee?
Yes, there is a base $2 delivery charge, and that's a flat rate. And then there is a $1 charge for each condom. So there's no minimum order. There's also no maximum order. So for $3, you can get a condom delivered straight to your door. $4 is 2 condoms, and so on.
Awesome. And do you have any like specific hours that you run from?
Yes. Right now we're only operating during the weekends. Friday and Saturday is from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. And on Sunday we operate from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Okay. Now from the creative aspect of the business, how did you come up with Busy Bees? Is that pun intended?
Yes, it is, and I'll take credit for that one as the self-entitled creative director. I came up with the name, and some of our slogans that we have is our business is your pleasure is our main slogan. Because it happens with an emphasis on the be and because, and so on.
I see what you did there. What are your aspirations? Like, where would you like this business to go?
Well, ideally is to have the business spread from App State to even other college campuses, and you know, just to promote safe sex among college students. That's what we're all about.
Okay. Have you run into any specific problems with the university, or is it associated with anything?
As of right now, no. We're just a group of students. We have run into some problems with the residence hall policy, which under Section H of the residence hall policy says that a student cannot operate a business within the dorm without having the written consent of the university. So right now we're going through that process of getting, you know, the university to allow us to operate on campus, which has just been a process that we're going through.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Well, thank you, Dylan. If you're interested in being featured in our guest spotlight, please contact us at themountainview.gmail.com.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Mountain View. Please like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. Tune in next week for your weekly update here on The Mountain View. Stay gold, App State.